100 rated chess, but proof that your opponent is a smurf. I'll give you $7 for every unique tactic your opponent plays. Pin, fork, skewer, deflection, interference, X-ray, desperados, Shenzad, clearance, sacrifice, discovered attack. I don't see the mention of double attack. I guess this guy doesn't like that kind of tactic. But I'll respect his money. We get a 128 from India. E4. E5. Aha. First $7. B4. Bishop takes B4, pinning my d-pawn for my first $7 please. Didn't happen. Well, but instead he still pins my f-pawn to my king. Absolutely amazing. $7. D3. Bishop takes b4 check. Here comes a fork. Knight c3. Take it for my next $7 please. Absolutely. Bishop d2. I mean, I'm actually paying a pretty hefty price for this $7 fork. Let's just hope it won't leave too much of a consequence later on. Queen f4. Aha. He postponed the capture of my rook and instead went for queen f4, arguing that his bishop is actually pinning my bishop to my king and cannot capture his queen. Absolutely genius, and if you really think about it, this can actually be considered as an in-between move, aka Zwischenzug. Therefore, +7. And I actually can take his bishop. The challenge only said I get the money if my opponent does some tactic. It didn't say the tactic has to work, therefore even though he actually blundered, at the end of the day, it is still obviously a tactic. Queen f6. Okay, the next most viable thing I can think of is a discovered attack. Queen g4. d6 discovered attack. Again, it is a blunder, but still a tactic. Didn't happen. I'll go back then. What is this knight going to do anyway? It doesn't have anywhere to go. I'm sorry, it actually does. It goes to hell. Ha! d6 is not a blunder now, it is officially a wonderful discovered attack. Or he takes with queen, which blunders the g-pawn. I'm not here to destroy his position and trigger an early resignation. I need to make more money. Bishop a5. Discovered attack, let's go. Didn't happen. Alright, I guess that thing won't be easy to achieve. Bishop back to c3. Knight c6. Knight f3. Bishop a6. Here comes the next $7. Knight takes c5. Knight takes c5. Queen takes c5 check. If queen trade here, I don't gain anything, but I mean he should be able to see that since he is currently being down a piece, trading queens will only shift the position into my favor. Therefore maybe he'll use his queen to block the check, which actually activates the tactic of interference. Or he moves his king, which blunders a queen for free. Not yet. Bishop b4. I mean, now there is no way he's not blocking the check. Absolutely. Honestly, I'm not even sure if that is the correct way the interference tactic work, because I actually have never heard of it before this guy writes his challenge. My god, this guy must have read like 60 books of chess or something. Queen d6 check. King e8. Bishop back. I don't know what that is. Fine then. Queen g4. Alright, there is still one last way I can get the discovered attack achievement. Queen d5. Rook c8. Queen b7. Queen a4. Queen takes c8 check. King e7 is forced. King e7 is actually allowing a discovered attack from his rook. Don't even try to argue. Free $7, and free rook as well. Queen takes a3. Alright, I'm almost out of time. You may not know this because you only watch the video after editing, but I was genuinely really struggling during the game, finding a tactic for your opponent and creating the situation for him to actually achieve it is probably one of the most difficult workloads I have ever been through. I don't have enough time for the next tactic. I got panic and actually continued to play the game without a challenge. Therefore I cannot show you the rest of the game. The video ends here. Have a great day.